Yo, what's up guys? I'm Katie here with Zendaya. How are you doing?
I'm good, how about you?
Great to have you here.
Thanks.
So it's a very exciting time for you because you're releasing your debut album in September. Personal album, tell me a little bit about it.
I'm very excited for it because, you know, it's a chance for me to be creative and actually be hands-on in everything I'm doing. I'm a perfectionist, you know, so every little thing down to like what font, you know, I choose. You know, the songs in the album, I feel like I really want the production value to be very high, and I want people to really respect it musically and actually take it seriously. So I've been working really hard, and I hope people enjoy it.
Is it ever hard to be taken seriously when it comes to your career and things like this because you're only 16?
I think, you know, you would assume so, but it hasn't been hard for me because I feel like, you know, I walk into any kind of situation where it deals with business or whatever. I'm not coming to them as a 16-year-old, you know what I'm saying?
Well, what are you coming to them
I'm
like?
coming to them
I'm 25 years old.
As a grown lady, but in a 6-year-old body, you know what I'm saying? And I bring my 16-year-old perspective, but I want them to take me serious, and so I mature my vocabulary, and you know, and
you've got a word a day calendar, Zendaya,
right?
We know
I
it.
know you gotta fix it, and then when I'm with my friends, you know, that just goes out the window, and you know what I'm saying. But you know, I think it's really important also just for young people also to know when and when not to kind of like turn it on and turn it off. Choose your battles and also, you know, be educated and use your education because it doesn't really matter how old you are, but if you know what to say or you know how to say it and be eloquent with the way you speak or whatever, I think that shows a lot for no matter how old you are, you know what I'm saying? People just take you more seriously.
Any collaborations on the album? I hear you want to introduce a bit of rap into it.
I do. I haven't actually done it in the first album. I think sometimes you just gotta, you know, establish yourself first and then be able to kind of work with other people because you don't want your sound to kind of get whatever, like filtered out in the beginning.
That's true, yeah.
So, but I definitely want to work with like rap artists. I think that would be really cool. I would like to work with like ASAP or per se Big Sean, maybe a Kendrick Lamar, because I think that's cool to kind of mix my style and their style and come up with something really good. Plus I'm doing rhythmic pop, so it's not just like pop music, it's more like has R&B flavor, more hip hop flavor to it, so
more
it's a
edge
little different.
to it.
Exactly. Yeah. It's not just, you know, that.
It's not just like poppy,
generic poppy pop.
Pure girl kind of stuff, no. So we've gotten the lyric video for Replay. When are we gonna see the actual video for it?
The actual video is coming out August 17th.
And so Dancing with Stars, you of course came second. Amazing, in 2013.
Thank you.
So the amount of discipline that you have to incorporate into that, how did you bring the discipline you learned from that challenge into your new album?
I think it was actually very helpful because, you know, Dancing with the Stars, there's literally nothing that can compare to it. It's stressful, it's really hard, it's mentally and physically like just draining, you know what I'm saying? Because it takes so much out of you, but it's really worth it because it's almost like boot camp. Because you leave it and you feel like, wow, I really accomplished something and now I can really take on any challenge.
And then Bella Thorne is your co-star in Shake It Up, and she's your real life best friend, isn't she?
Yeah, she's like, I consider her like my little sister.
I've saw in an interview that you call each other brothers. You say you're brothers?
Yes. I call myself
two pretty girls. We're brothers.
I call her I'm like her older brother because any of her boyfriends I don't like. They don't like me. They don't have to like me.
Really?
No.
Why?
Because
I'm jealous.
No, because I'm telling you, I'm like the big brother. Like I'll beat you up. Like don't mess with me.
You're probably taller than a lot of her boyfriends.
Exactly. They're intimidated by me. I mean, just that's what I do. I'm like the big brother. I'm not supposed to like them.
So you're obviously a very busy girl. You're an actor, a singer, a dancer. So you've got a book coming out August 27th. Tell me a little bit about that.
It's a tween advice book. You know, I think the tween years are like an awkward age. You're not necessarily a teenager. You're not you're not a kid. You're getting into the teens. You're still a rookie. You don't really know. And I feel like I had a pretty smooth transition, and so I'm just trying to help the younger ones get through that pretty smooth, and also, you know, coming from someone who it literally just happened to me, so it's just still fresh on my mind, and I can give you like real like sister, big mentor advice rather than like an adult telling you, well, this is what you have to do when someone says they don't like you and blah 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 blah. You know, that's boring. You know, I want to really have it be personal.
Well, Zendaya, pleasure to meet you, and good luck with the year to come. It's going to be big.
Thank you.
Thanks.